Pisces, welcome to your Celtic Cross reading. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. And we are doing old school Celtic Cross today. It's nice to get back to basics, let me tell you. I'm going to incorporate them more as I continue to kind of re-explore traditional tarot and get reacquainted with old school stuff. It's like, oh yeah, now I remember why it's the basics. Let me tell you, it's so nice. It's so nice. All right, but first we're going to start with the oracle reading, and this is from the Enchanted Map Oracle. I will pull you a card and then read from it, and then we will work on your baseline. Show me what I need to see, please, for that Piscean energy. Sometimes it's just good to go back to the basics, you know? Show me Pisces, please. What's going on for the Piscean collective? Show me Pisces. Take what resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Collective readings equal collective application, which means it may or may not apply to you. In which case, check your other placements, so I'll catch you on the next one. Cross watchers, same. Show me what I need to see, please, for Pisces. What's going on? Number 16, rescue. Rescue me. Some of you feel like you're in a precarious position. Rescue me. Love, life, work, I don't know. But things do not feel stable. Okay, there's too much stuff literally up in the air. Some very core principles exist, and that's why it's a problem. We have everything from our stability, our sense of home, our sense of income, looking around, looking for resources, looking to be rescued. It's just literally way too much up in the air for you. Sometimes it just feels like a lot of things are at jeopardy or at stake for you. That's just the basic on the card. So let's go ahead and read it. Read it. Rescue. You are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Asking for help isn't easy for many successful people. However, that's what you need to do now as you expand in your life. If you find yourself troubled, you can expect help with whatever issue is at hand now. You need only ask and assistance will come your way. The most important support you can expect is from Spirit. Get into a right relationship with the divine, and you'll see that many conditions line up as if by magic to provide you with all the help that you need. Ask and you will receive. There is no need to fear. Safety is a place within. So for those of you who feel like you need help, ask for it, you know. Some of you feel sometimes you're helpless about a situation. And sometimes the answer is actually quite simple. It just may not be the one that you want. But you can help yourself, you can save yourself, you can also ask for help. Influence the spirits, the divines, allow that to guide you. Now's the time. This card is telling me it has the presence of now, as opposed to later. It's now. So for those of you who feel like you're up in the air, different aspects of your life, love, life, working in it, and you're looking for rescue, sometimes all you need to do is speak up. Speak to the truth. You need help. And also the 16th and the general sense might be important to some of you. Let's see what's going on. Show me Pisces, please. Show me Pisces. What's going on? Show me what I need to see, please, for Pisces. What is going on for Pisces? Show me Pisces. What's going on for Pisces, please? Your current King of Crystals, King of Swords, determination, knowledge. Two of Wands, you have a decision to make. The King of Swords, is subject to knowledge. This is the person who receives information, rational, logic, cool-headed, emotionally detached. You have information. I know you do. Because you're crossed by a decision. But you haven't made the decision. That's why it's crossing you. You're telling me that you feel or you think you know actually quite a bit. And that there's a decision at hand and you don't want to make the decision. But it is at your hand. What that is, I do not know. But it's crossing you. You have a decision to make. Left, right, A, B, up, down, yes, no, stay, go. Right, wrong. But we've delayed the decision. Two of Wands is on the sideways. You know everything you need to know. What is above you? The Two of Pentacles, what is influencing you and you do not know it, is mixed feelings. So what's keeping you from making the decision is that there are some feelings you have not taken into consideration, yours or someone else's. And that's most likely why you feel like you have not been able to make a decision that speaks to you. What this is, I could not say. Perhaps it will reveal itself more in the reading. I don't know. Could be love, life, work. For now, take it as it applies. But your unseen influences mixed feelings about the whole thing. You haven't addressed them. Like you're not giving credence to the feelings. You're just trying to stick to what you know. Yet you've delayed making a decision with what you know because it's not enough. Why isn't it enough? There's some things you're refusing to look at. It has absolutely to do with your feelings. Two of Pentacles. You don't want to look at it from a feelings point of view. And that's exactly what you need to look at. What that is, we'll see. The relevant past. Four of Wands. A relationship. Possibly a commitment. Marital stuff. Maybe for some of you. Four of Wands typically means my energy plus your energy equals an exchange of energy, i.e. relationship. I stand up for you, you stand up for me. Okay? And it's whatever that is, the relevant past is playing into your influences today. Okay? What is exiting your life? Seven of Wands. Boundaries. Defensiveness, possibly blockage. We'll see. Fighting, maybe. Your immediate future, Six of Crystals, moving forward, moving on, leaving. For some of you, relocation. Your strengths, that's not really a strength, is it though, Pisces? Three of Swords. Why is fear of the heart a strength to you? You're used to living with fear in your heart? That's not a strength. It's not. It's really not. It's one of those things, I can tell you this right now, that when I see that kind of pain in what somebody would consider a strength, it's not a strength, you just got used to it. That doesn't mean it's a strength. You know? You could have pulled the devil and I would have told you the same thing. Just because you got used to something that was difficult doesn't mean that that's a good thing. You just got used to it. What the hell is going on? Your environment, Eight of Cups, you're leaving something. Or you're trying to remain detached. You're trying to keep your feelings out of it. You got mixed feelings over here, you don't want to look at them. Your environment, you're leaving something or someone behind. You're used to carrying around the pain, so it doesn't mean anything to you. Seven of Crystals, Seven of Swords. Your fears and your hopes, one and the same. There's something you secretly hope for, and you also fear it too. Pisces, what the hell is going on? Your outcome? Ace of Stars. Ace of Pentacles. Possibly a new offer. And what? I don't know. New investment? I don't know. It's nice to see a positive outcome for you. You are underlying. That is one of your cards at the bottom. What that is, I don't know. It's nice to see a positive outcome for you. Yes. And I always want you to do what's in your best interest. But there's a lot of confusion surrounding your movements. Okay? And a lot of things not clarified regarding your emotionality. You try to keep your emotions out of something, but it's at that very level that's making it hard for you to make decisions and someone who is otherwise informed and knows what's going on. Some of you are looking for a way out of something. I don't know what it is. But yes, I can see the difficulty surrounding your circumstances to some extent. You, as the individual Pisces, have to plug those in for yourself. But I do know you're trying to leave something behind because you've got used to carrying around pain, but specifically fear in your heart, and that's what you don't want, right? There's something here you want to let go of or leave behind because it does not suit you. You want to be rescued from it. It could be love. Yeah. Family, friends, work, life. I don't know. That's the benefit of the Celtic cross. We'll see things as they come up. But there's something here, if you're being honest with yourself, Seven of Swords. If you were being honest with yourself, there's something you've been secretly hoping for. What if it does happen? What if it doesn't? I don't know. You're showing me you want to leave all this behind. Not once, but twice. And it's something that causes you strain and confusion, and frankly doesn't seem to be sitting in your energy very well at all. Let's take a look. Let's see what's on your mind. Show me the King of Swords, please, for Pisces. Pisces. Show me the King of Swords, please, for Pisces. Knight of Swords, trying to take action. Show me the King of Swords, please. Show me the King of Swords, please. Show me the King of Swords. Show me that King of Swords, please. Let's do it. Let's see what's on your mind. I want to know. I want to know what's up. This is very interesting for you. Very interesting for you. I don't see you harmonizing your emotions at all, and that's literally your superpower. Eight of Cups twice. There's something you know you don't want to know. There's something here you're trying to remain attached to, like it doesn't affect you, or it doesn't hurt you, or it doesn't harm you. You actually know the contrary is true. The more you have to insist that you are not emotionally attached to something, that you are not emotionally involved in something, the opposite tends to be true. You're trying to downplay something, not give it any feeling or any more attention than you absolutely have to. You feel that you have it managed up here because you've remained detached from it. It's like, I'm not involved in that. I'm not involved in that. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not emotionally invested in it like that. I got a grip on it up here, and that's all that matters. Four of Cups tried to pop out. Oh, but it does make you unhappy, though. Whatever that is. So, oh my, the blockage, defensiveness. Sensitive subject for you. Sensitive subject for you. You don't like to talk about it. Your Seven of Wands is over here on the exit. Whatever it is that you're showing me guardedness towards now, you're trying to ease out of. It's trying to exit. You don't want to be defensive. You don't want to be guarded. You don't want to be pushing people away. You don't want that kind of rigidity. You don't want those boundaries. It's not who you are. I said that just not too long ago. It's not who you are. Whatever this is not who Pisces is. You say you got a strong mind for whatever the situation is. That you're not emotionally attached to it. You're not emotionally invested in it. Doesn't mean anything. You got it under control. Push off. A little sensitive for you. This subject, whatever this is. That same Seven of Wands is over here. That's the thing you want to get rid of because it's not who you are. Pisces is inviting. Okay? You tend to be the natural referee among human beings and people's feelings. You tend to be very warm and welcoming. So this rigidity, this mental headspace shit, I'm in control, I know what's up, I'm not emotionally involved in this. I got control, protective, boundaries, pushy-offy. I said this is very different for you. You have a decision here that you're lingering on. Two of Wands is on the sideways. Show me this decision, please. Show me this Two of Wands, please. Show me this Two of Wands, please. Show me that Two of Wands, please. Show me this decision. The Chariot. Your feelings. Your love feelings. What about it? The High Priestess. God, a lot of feeling in here. A lot of feeling. Everything that you're not trying to show back here on your opening. What is your instinct telling you, honey? What is your instinct telling you? To move on. Six of Swords. Dude. Bro. Sis. Wow. Your mind and your feelings are not talking to each other at all. Your instinct, your intuition is telling you to get the hell out of this situation. Not once, but twice. And that resistance to the movement, that's what's going to come down. That's going to dissolve. I don't know when, but it is happening. Your instinct is telling you to move on from whatever the hell this is, but you have delayed that decision. You're not listening to your intuition, and honey, for a Pisces, I don't recommend that. Your love energy is here, your instinct is here, your intuition is here, and it's screaming at you to leave whatever this is behind. It's no good for you. But you're over here telling me, I got this shit under control, Christina, don't worry about it. In fact, it's kind of a touchy subject for you. Very. And it's that touchy subject that's going to dissolve relatively soon. Because that's not who you are. Who you are, Pisces, is someone who honors their feelings and sense of direction and intuition, which you are critically ignoring. You're refusing to listen to your feeling that says, get the fuck out of this. Could be in love, the direction of your life, work, I don't know. It could be a combination of those things. And this is why I use multiple decks, so we can see repeating energies, and so far you've already repeated 2 concepts to me. So that tells me it's kind of critical. It makes me extremely uncomfortable when I see a Pisces ignore their instinct. Because you of all the water signs are supposed to have the strongest sense of intuition. Scorpio gets the credit, but in reality it's Pisces. And all that feeling. Now, I do believe you will move forward. It seems like an inevitable movement. But for now, present day Pisces, I'm looking at you're delaying it. Even though you strongly feel it. You're either in a relationship you say you can handle, and it's a little bit of a touchy subject for you, or it's some other area in your life that you say you got a grip on it, don't look at it, leave me alone. I'm fine. I know what I'm doing. Regardless, your intuition's screaming at you to leave. But you're delaying the decision. Let's keep going. What's hovering over you, the influences, the Two of Pentacles, mixed emotions. You keep trying to weigh up the scales, weigh up the scales, weigh up the scales, and they keep coming back not balanced. Show me that Two of Pentacles, please. Fascinating. For me, as a perspective, it's fascinating when I see something go way off the normative for a collective. Oh yeah. It's kind of like when a scientist, when we see something that's clearly an anomaly. Yeah, it's like that. When you read tarot, I'm not saying I'm a scientist. What I'm saying is I'm seeing something that's off the grid for you. It's unusual. Show me the Two of Pentacles, please. Show me the Two of Pentacles, please. The unseen influences that's hovering. The mixed emotions. Show me. What are we not taking into account? Page of Cups. That there is another way. There's another way to invest. That you need to be listening to your feeling, which is screaming at you to go this way, and you're over here being like, no, I can handle it, I'm right here. The Moon. Found it. You. That is you. That is your power card. Your unseen influences, your hidden influences are by choice. There's shit under the moon that you don't want to deal with. You. Your mixed feelings, you won't invest in them. You don't really want to look at your feelings. You've made that clear over here. The part of you that is raw and real and feels things in real time is telling you to go that way. Go anyway, Pisces. Just get the fuck away from this. Get out of it, whatever it is. Over here is the moon shit. You. Your power card. That is you. You got mixed feelings within yourself. You're not investing in the space that best suits you. Your unseen influences are you. Your hidden emotions, your mixed emotions. Because you're over there being the King of Swords saying, I'm 8 of Cups. I'm not emotionally attached to this at all. I know what I'm doing. I got a level head. Don't question me. Boundaries. 7 of Wands. A little bit of a sensitive subject. All the things you keep to yourself. Those are the influences. There's so many things you don't know. And you don't want to think about it. And there's so many things you feel. And you don't want to think about that either. All the things that are known and unknown to you. The things that just creep up on you. The fears. You don't want to deal with it. Let's see why that 4 of Wands is in your relevant past. Show me the 4 of Wands, please. Show me the 4 of Wands, please, in the relevant past for Pisces. Honey, all that shit you try to avoid mentally and emotionally, that it doesn't affect you, that's the very thing you need to look at. Yes, it does. The potential pitfalls, realistic fears, you need to look at those. I'm sorry it's so vague. I don't know who the hell this is speaking to. I've yet to see a real strong direction other than your own feeling. It's just screaming, get away from this. But you're over there insisting you can handle it. Show me that 4 of Wands, please, in the relevant past. Why? Why is the 4 of Wands in relevant past, please? 6 of Pentacles, keeping a balance. What else, please? If you're new to my channel, I prefer it when they fully flip, like so, and hit the table. Strength, pride. Strength and pride, strength and pride. Strength and pride in your relationships. Why? What does it have to do with the current state of affairs? Queen of Wands. A lot of fire energy there, particularly Leo. Maybe some Aries, maybe some Sag. There you are. Eight of Swords, 9 of Cups. There's something here about the pride of relationships and how much feeling you put into them that has become part of your relevant past. I don't know why that's playing out the way it is today. Eight of Swords to the 9 of Cups. I see you there. I see you there with someone else too. 4 of Wands in the relevant past. 8 of Wands, communication. What was it? 5 of Swords. There is deception here in the past. Somebody was lying to themselves. I don't know who it was. There's 2 people in this 4 of Wands, as there is, as I pointed out. Your energy plus someone else's energy equals 4 of Wands relationship energy. There's 2 people here. With strength of conviction, somebody was lying to themselves about the relationship status or how strong it is. But they kind of keep it propped up as it coming from a place of love and passion. And they do so with kind of blind conviction, which I saw earlier, the 8 of Swords and 9 of Cups. There's a sort of blind conviction here that this relationship stays as it is and that it's awesome the way that it is. Somebody's lying to themselves. It was either you or the person whom you were immediately connected to in the past with that relationship. Whatever that is. There is a kind of false sense of future, that this is going somewhere, and that we both have equally strong feeling to it. So I don't know who was lying to themselves, because I got two people here. But this whole everything's going to work out fine is something that was decided upon in the past between you and someone else. Is, again, blind conviction. Okay? Somebody was lying to themselves when they said that. Or that everything's going to be okay. Or we have a strong relationship. It's an unbreakable bond. Okay? And the Five of Swords. Somebody's lying. But you both believed it. Again, blind conviction. Alright? It's at this point I'd like to remind you that real tarot reflects real life. And if we can't handle that, you shouldn't be here. And then also keep in mind, because it says Pisces in the title doesn't mean it's for you. What does not resonate with you today might in years to come, or it did years ago. Collective readings, collective application, collective time frames. It's different for everybody. So, you cause yourself offense by taking a reading that's not yours. And I'm clearly looking at a Pisces today that's got a sensitive subject here. There will be strong reactions. That's part and parcel of the gig. But then again, I know what I signed up for. I'm looking at a Pisces that I think you thought you knew what you signed up for. It does feel like a false promise between two people. You have a lot of feeling between you two. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Beautiful energy. Sex irrelevant tarot. It just tells me you two had a lot of feeling. Conviction. Strength is here. So not only did you have a lot of feeling, there was a lot of conviction behind it. But with blind conviction. When somebody says, we got a relationship here, they were lying to themselves. We got something here of value. It's going to go somewhere. It's going to mean something. I support you. You support me. Somebody was lying to themselves. It's in the relevant past. It's fairly recent. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Exiting. That same sense of boundaries. This is a sensitive subject. Leave me alone. Don't talk about it. I don't want to look at it. It's trying to exit. You don't like it. Like I said, it's not natural to you. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Nope. Show me that Seven of Wands, please. Six of Pentacles. Trying. You're trying. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, this is work. Some of you, it's relationships. And for some of you, I can't tell the fucking difference between the two. I swear to God, your energy's bouncing in and out of the personal realm and into the 3D realm. It's telling me it's both. For many of you, yeah, there's crossover here between your relationship and your work energies, and they both have a certain twist on them. Either way, you don't feel comfortable with either. To some degree, to some aspect, for some reason, they're being intertwined in your reading today. Okay? I don't know why. You're showing me 3D energy, emotional energy. You're showing me financial energy. And this is, again, one of the reasons why we do the Celtic Cross, because we can touch on multiple points. Okay. Your boundaries are starting to slip. What are you working through that's so hard? What are you working through? The Magician. Queen of Swords, there's that decision making again. You want those boundaries to come down. That stiffness you show, don't talk about this, this is a sensitive subject, you want that to go. You want that to stop. You don't like it. You wish there was something in your energy flow that was a lot smoother and easier and frankly just simpler, right? Six of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. These are both monetary concepts. These are both energy exchange concepts. These are both compromise concepts. These are both real world concepts, okay? Six of Pentacles is a working structure. I give to you, you give to me. It's balanced, it's fair, right? Easy. Like an easy form of, let's say, making money, an easy way of saying balancing up with somebody. Eight of Pentacles, you amplify that. That is the master of our craft, right? We know what we're doing. We know what we're about. We know what's going on. So there is a boundary and strain surrounding your concepts of either income or compromise energy with a person. You wish, in other words, it wasn't so hard. That's what you want to stop. You don't like, I told you, you don't like having the boundary up. You don't like the pushy offy. You wish you were in a space where you could access your feelings like you typically, normally do in your Piscean way. Okay? And you can't do that. You wish the exchange was easier in either work, love, or both of those things. And for some of you, I'm seeing a combination of the two. You just wish it wasn't so fucking hard, right? Being on your tippy toes, on edge all the time. And that's because you refuse to go up here, and it's above you, honey. That's unseen influences. That's the shit that's hovering around you. It's not hypothetical. It's already there. We just don't want to look at it, okay? We don't want to look at it. So ask yourself, why are these environments that you're finding yourself in so fucking difficult? What is it that you don't want to address? Because you don't like it. You don't like the resistance. You don't like how hard it feels and why you feel you have to be in a constant headspace all the time. You insist you're emotionally detached from this. It doesn't mean anything. You've already thought all about it. Don't talk to me about it. I know what I'm doing. Right? Don't disrupt my flow. But here's the thing. Your flow is edgy. It's complicated, be it in love or in work. And you have, Pisces, like you always do, so much goodness in you. You have so much goodness in you. But that goodness is trapped, and I don't know why. The best parts of you are not coming forward. They're there. They do exist. But for some reason, they're not coming forward. You have so much goodness in you. And I don't know why I'm seeing a relationship wreaking havoc where there should be love and fire and determination and strength of will. I would have believed all that if it weren't for that Five of Swords and the Eight of Swords I saw. You wish your work energy was smoother, but it causes you defensiveness and edginess. Your love energy is not too far apart from that, but you don't like looking at that either. What the fuck is going on, Pisces? You literally, no, you're wishing it upon yourself. You wish your workflow energy was easier and that it wasn't so difficult and that you could earn more or something like that. But also that you didn't have to be so damn defensive about it or have to, what is the word I'm looking for? That you didn't have to be so defensive about it. Meanwhile, your energy's over here begging you to move forward anyway. Any sort of movement to move on. Speaking of which, let's do that. That's the natural bridge. You've shown me Six of Swords twice, Eight of Cups twice. Love energy as well as work energy. And it's like you're telling me, well, both of them are complicated, Christina. What do I do? I don't fucking know. You tell me. What are you going to do? You're telling me all these major areas of your life are complicated. Powerful. Oh, yes. But complicated. I'm looking at a Pisces who has a lot of their best buried. Under conditions that you are not thriving on, but you could energetically speaking, do a lot better for yourself. Show me that Six of Swords. And I know it's coming up from here, honey. The shit you refuse to look at but could absolutely influence you, you'd have to invest a lot more than that. There's shit you just don't want to think about and you just say you're used to it. I'll tell you. That's why I call bullshit in Three of Swords as your strength. No. You're used to the fear, you're used to the rejection, you're used to the shadows of doubt over your heart. That's not a strength. That's just something you got used to. Do you understand the difference? You have potential, a lot of it, within your energy. But you keep telling me all my energy, Christina, keeps chalking up to complicated. I wish it wasn't, but it is. Why? Show me the Six of Swords, please. Tell me you get the hell out of this. This is your upcoming future. Six of Swords. Possibly relocation, and possibly just leaving something or someone behind. Show me that Six of Swords, please. Justice. Libra energy. Doesn't have to be. What about it? Queen of Pentacles. Taking care of the self, understanding your priorities. Right and wrong. There's something here in your energy that suggests I need to understand what my priorities are. The King and Queen of Pentacles. And if you choose to leave this situation, it's because you're honoring yourself. In terms of right and wrong energy, do's and don'ts, yes and no's, justice, karma. Okay. We're talking about the debt you owe yourself specifically. Somebody else had a very similar combination, but it was justice with the Queen of Cups. They're not too far apart. Okay. You owe yourself a debt. You owe yourself a debt for the name of your stability, your sense of self, your cohesiveness, your ability to thrive, your material world, as the King and Queen of Pentacles denotes, your ability to thrive, to do right by yourself. If you want those things, if you want to live a life of balance in accordance to the laws of justice, correctness, karma, right and wrong, specifically by yourself and your own energy that is comfortable and correct, Queen of Pentacles plus justice, then you need to move on. Six of Swords. It is literally the bridge point between your past and your future. Now I can tell you to move on, Pisces, move on, move on. And that might not mean shit to you. What does that mean, Christina? That's for you to figure out. I just report. But if you identify with this, you already know. And it's just another thing you don't want to address. If you're telling me you're a King of Swords and that you already know what's up, then that means you also know the solution. You just don't want to look at it. And yeah, I admit your situation's complicated. But one thing that isn't is your potential. That's here. The best of you is here. The best of you is here. But it gets grafted under layers of overly complicated bullshit, reasons, excuses, justification. The best of you is here and it doesn't want to be here. The best of you wants correctness. Right here. Your intuition, your love energy is telling you move the fuck forward. Get out of this. Get away from this. I don't know what it is. Just get away from it. Because this is not who you are. I said that from card 1, 2. And then they kept coming. You don't want the defensiveness. You wish everything was just smoother. And maybe it will be. I know you want it. You want things to be smoother in your work energy or whatever this is to you. Love energy, both. I don't know. You wish things were smoother to you. You're manifesting it. I see it. You wish the boundaries and the rigidity weren't there fucking with you. Right? Why can't I just go from a 6 of Pentacles to an 8 of Pentacles? Why is this so fucking hard? Why do I have to be so defensive? Why do I have to be so cautious? Why do I have to be so uptight? Why can't it just be an easier transaction? That's what I want. Dear universe, please give me what I want. Okay. So what do? How do you create that space? How do you make this easier? It starts by understanding the things that you don't want to look at. I know. That's not what you want to hear. That's not what anybody wants to hear, because that implies hard work, right? That's you. All the stuff you don't want to look at is going to provide the answer. Your mixed feelings, the stuff you don't like to think about, you shove it under the moon. The fears that you might feel, you shove that shit under the moon. When you address that, when you can get into a space where you can actually address that, your defenses will come down because you will have an understanding of what it is you're supposed to do. I know you're over here telling you, I got this, I got this, I got this. Get out of my business, Christina. I got this. You don't got this. You don't got it because you don't want it. I'm not saying you're not capable. I know you're capable. I know you're used to dealing with shit. But is that the life that you want? Is to just keep dealing with shit? Your energy begs to differ. Vastly. There's the Pisces, whose energy is alive and loving and happy and capable. And there's the Pisces that's actually living the opposite of that. But there is a karmic debt you owe yourself in regards to your stability, your health, your happiness, your security, your safety. That's the King and Queen of Pentacles all over. The reason they're comfortable is because they're safe. They are secure, monetary or otherwise. Their household is locked down and they're secure, and that's why they're comfortable, honey. So there is something here you owe yourself. And it has to do with you moving the fuck on. Excuse me, my name's Christina, real person, real tarot. I also use real language. If that offends you, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. 6 of Swords is literally your bridge point between past and current to future. Will you move on? Because that's what your intuition's already screaming at you, honey. You owe a debt. You owe a debt to yourself, your own sense of stability, your own sense of safety, your own sense of concern. Do you have an influence around you that has strong feeling tied to it, but also a sense of deception? In other words, I don't know how much it's helping you. I do. I hope you get into that space where you can go from a 6 to an 8 and things can just be easier, because that's what you want. You just want things to be easier. Because this isn't who you are. For some of you, you really do need to relocate. For some of you, you really do need to leave someone behind. For some of you, you really do need to leave another job behind. I don't know. But I do know that concept of the 6 of Swords helps set you free. If that helps. 3 of Swords, I call bullshit. That's not a strength. That's just something you got used to. Show me the 3 of Swords, please. I'm not saying you're not good at it. Clearly you are. Show me the 3 of Swords, please. Botticelli or Aquarian. Show me. The Botticelli. Show me the 3 of Swords, please, for Piscean strengths. That is the name of this deck, Botticelli. Show me the 3 of Swords, please. For your strengths. Pisces, don't take offense. Once more, real tarot reflects real life. If you want someone to blow smoke up your ass, there's plenty of them on YouTube. Go check them out. Okay? For those of you who have stuck around and you know what's going on, you can identify with it. Good for you. Please know that when I get firm with all the collectives at some point. It's inevitable. This one's year round. And again, it may not be yours. In which case, congratulations. For those of you Pisces who have been there, done that, and you bought that shitty t-shirt already, go ahead and put it in the comments. And you tell the other Pisces how shitty that t-shirt is. And you were so happy when you finally moved away from that fucking t-shirt. It weren't worth the ride. Right? Cross watchers, be careful with your comments. I'm highly sympathetic and empathetic to the human experience. Pisces is having a difficult one this round. Next time it might be yours. In which case, the same firmness yet sincerity I showed this collective I would do for you. So be careful. I am protective of all my collectives. I don't do sign bashing, and I don't want to hear a bunch of crap about, well, if they just did this. They don't have to do just anything. In fact, on the contrary, if I'm being honest with you, I see a Pisces that has beautiful energy and it's being wasted by poor influences and the inability at this time to be confrontational with our fears, our worst fears, the moon, Two of Pentacles, our worst feelings, our worst thoughts. Otherwise, I have a Pisces who's beautiful. Very beautiful Pisces. You have all the right elements, honey. You have all the right elements. They're just not in the right order. Show me the Three of Swords, please. Your strengths. King of Pentacles. By you kind of bearing down your pain and your fears, again, Three of Swords is shadow on the heart space, fears. By you kind of bearing that pain and the fear, you have oddly become quite successful. No wonder you think it's a strength. To suppress your fears. The Magician, in fact, you wish you were stronger at it. I saw that over here, too. And for many of you, the pains that are on your heart has lended to the person you are today. Ace of Wands. I understand. I get it. For many of you, you have taken your pain, your frustrations, the worst of your experiences, and have forged them in your favor. So of course you're going to keep doing it. In fact, many of you wish you were stronger at it. You've been able to pull in and achieve quite a bit because you have kind of tamped down your fears, or you became battle-hardened by them, if you will. And it's that same hardness you want to get away with. We want to get away from it. It's that same hardness. I know that looks like beautiful energy and battle rights it is, but I see where it's coming from. It's that same hardness that you want to get away from. It's over here. Let's keep going. The Eight of Cups. Your environment. You wish to leave it. I've seen it for you multiple times. Your love environment, your work environment, and for some of you, they are one and the same. Show me, please. Show me the Eight of Cups, please, for Pisces. It's the same thing you try to tell yourself, I'm not emotionally attached to. I'm not invested in it that way. I know what I'm doing. I'm in control. King of Swords, right? Show me that Eight of Cups, please. That's the environment. Eight of Swords, and that's the very thing you can't see. or you refuse to see it. Eight of Swords, kind of like a lesser representation of the moon. It's something we refuse to look at, so it's easy to put our feelings in a blind space or a blind spot so we don't have to deal with it. And the Eight of Swords is that's the one thing you cannot see or you refuse to acknowledge, is that you don't want to be in the environment that you're in. That's what this has all come back to. You know what's ironic here is that your pain and your trials by fire and all that has actually lended to your success. Isn't that crazy? You kind of pushing down your fears and plowing through and saying, I got this. I know what the fuck's up. Don't question me. I'm not emotionally involved in this. Meanwhile, your intuition's screaming for you to leave this because you're not into it at all. You're defensive about it, which you hate. You don't feel fluid, and you have a lot of natural fluid, but it's not a fluid energy. I mean, you have a lot of natural fluid energy, but it's not allowed to express itself appropriately. All this, I got it, Pisces. You have managed to make yourself a little kingdom. It's not the kingdom you want to be in. Ironically, it has served you well, but you're not happy with it. You wish to leave this environment, but you won't look at it. It's over here too. Anything? Okay. Ace of Pentacles, that's over here on your outcome, so I'm going to put this back. It's kind of like I wish I had a new opportunity or a new offer and I could leave this, right? Anything else, please, about the environment? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I hope you get it. I do. I have to point out to you, honey, thriving is not just economic success. You know that, right? Because in some respects, you are thriving. Granted, you're over here being very frustrated. You wish the process of coin wasn't so difficult, that you didn't have to be so guarded about it, so uptight about it, so weird about it. Because you are kind of weird about it. You tell them you're not emotionally attached to this, that you know what you're doing, don't question me. It's kind of a sensitive subject for you. But it has made you successful. But it does require you burying the worst parts of yourself. I mean, I'm sorry, not the worst parts, the best parts of yourself. It requires you to bury the best parts of yourself. So you tell me if that's thriving. I don't know. I guess that depends on how you define success. How do you define success? For somebody who's doing well, you don't seem to be very comfortable. Seven of Swords, more blindness. It's also in a reflection here. You're repeating at this point. Your energy's just repeating at this point. More Seven of Swords. The shit we try not to think about, our secret thoughts sneaking away. We don't want to address it. This is what we kind of hope for. This is what we think about, what we don't talk about. The secrets. Okay, it's a little bit more on the forefront, I grant you, than the Eight of Swords, but honestly, it's not too far apart. You have secretly thought about sneaking away from this for a long time. But you try not to think about it too much, because it causes you pain and confusion. You've secretly thought about it. I do know this. Here's what's interesting to me. Before we get over here, yeah, I'm getting to it. This is my channel though, and I do what I do, okay? This is why my videos are not 10 minutes. I can actually bridge the gaps. Real Tarot is able to go extensive. I do extensive, honey, okay? Sorry, it's not a knock on other readers. I'm just saying, if you do what you do, you can build the bridges and relate it back to your audience appropriately. Here's a bridge for you. Your immediate future is the Six of Swords. Moving forward, your intuition has already been over here screaming at you to do that multiple times. While you have massive potential, you're not emotionally happy, but you seem to be doing well successfully, even though it seems to be costing you. I don't know why. There's a relationship in here, and well, I can't quite see. It has some positive aspects to it, but also negative ones. It seems to be part of this. I don't know how, if that's up to you. So part of your moving forward in your immediate future, the Six of Swords, leaving all this shit behind, okay, means you coming into justice with yourself. You owe yourself a karmic debt, but here's your Queen of Pentacles in positive. You've earned your right in the right way with justice. Your comfort. Over here, you're showing me a King of Pentacles with a 3 of Swords. Your strength, as you understand it, is that you have earned some sort of success in a way that doesn't make you feel too good. Like I said, this comes down to how you describe or define success. Is success something you earn by moving on with your life in a way that's correct and fair and balanced and of justice to you? Or success earned through pain and fear? I know you got used to it. I know you did. I see it here. I see it there. You wish it wasn't so hard. Your environment, you want to leave it behind, but you won't admit it to yourself. Sometimes you've had thoughts about just sneaking away from all of it, but you're like, damn, I'm so good at what I do, even if I hate it. That's more or less the rough translation. It's not the actual words, so don't misconstrue me. It's just the rough translation. And now we have 7 of Swords again. The very thing you kind of hope for is what you also fear. Just kind of sneaking away from all this shit. Getting away. It's right here. Oh, we're doing some real shit today, honey. 7 of Swords. Show me. Hopes and the fears, hopes and fears, hopes and fears, hopes and fears. 7 of Swords. Show me the 7 of Swords, please. Stop. Show me the 7 of Swords, please. Four of Swords. Good. That's better. You are trying to reconcile yourself more to what it is you want to do, as opposed to just accepting where you are. Because while I see you have gained some success, you're not thriving here as a human being. Your emotional world. It causes you, whatever it is you're doing causes you way too much conflict. Or whomever it is you're connected to causes you way too much conflict. And I insist for some of you, it is a double whopper. Both. Four of Swords. You are trying to, in your calmer frame of mind, when you have some retreat space, when you're by yourself and quiet, Four of Swords, you start to look at these thoughts a little more. I'll take that. It's better than just outright ignoring them. It's what you typically do with your environment. I don't want to deal with that. Sneaking thoughts about leaving, just leaving all of this. I don't want to deal with it. But in your quiet time, Four of Swords is quiet time. In your quiet time, you think about those hopes and you think about those fears. What does it mean if you just left all this? What does it mean if you stay? Oh yes. I'll tell you what, it's a damn sight better than Capricorn's reading. I literally called theirs rock in a hard place because that's all they saw was rock in a hard place. At least you're willing to admit that you're trying to think about it. So I'll give you that. And you are trying to think about it. There's that 7 of Wands. There's that pushy-offy energy again. Careful with that. It's not helping you, as we've seen. And by the way, I will remind you, you're tired of the boundaries. You're tired of the uptightness. You're tired of the defensiveness. You're tired of it. You telling yourself over and over again, you got this? You ain't got this. You're showing me energy fragmentation, both within and without. I know you got this long enough to get some sort of success on it, but honey, you don't got it, it got you. Like I said, you have a wealth of feeling here. Real energy, real beautiful energy. So again, you need to ask yourself, Four of Pentacles, you're holding back. You will not, whatever it is that you were thinking on or deciding on, it won't happen overnight. Four of Pentacles, you're still holding on. Not enough action here. Not enough action. You're not being convinced one way or the other. You seem to think an Ace of Pentacles is all you need. So let's take a look at that Ace of Pentacles and see if that's viable. Now I'm telling you, it really comes down to how you define success, Pisces. How do you define success? A lot of people confuse money for success. You don't seem to be very comfortable. And your best energy, your best Piscean energy is screaming at you to get away from this. But yes, I admit, I'm looking at a Pisces who has achieved some success. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. Lest we forget card 1. You seem to think that it all comes down to an Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity will just fall into your lap, or you'll make enough money that you can leave. I don't know. Show me. Show me that Ace of Pentacles, please, for Pisces. Outcome. That's exactly what you think. That's exactly what you think. That's the idea you've more or less invested in, and it's a very small investment. Page of Pentacles. This little thing gets into something bigger. You've invested into the idea of bigger as your outcome. From what? How so? How do we see this playing out? Chariot. It's kind of like you're saying, I'll get going. Like for reals, Christina. I'll get going, the Chariot. For reals. For reals though. I'll get going. I'll move forward in my goals and in life for real. The stuff that actually matters to me, I will get back in touch with myself on the condition of either A, a new offer, or B, I achieve enough money. And then I'll get back on track with me. Then I'll move forward. I'll leave this. So you're telling me it's conditioned. Your Six of Swords here, showing justice to yourself, real security, real safety, real sense of balance and harmony within you. You're saying, you'll do that. I'll totally do that, Christina. Here's my Chariot. Remember that? Chariot's attached to the Six of Swords. Your bridge point between now and your future. I'll totally do that for reals. When either A, like I said, I will be rescued with a new opportunity. I don't know what that looks like to you. Or B, you make enough money. Because I do see, or whatever that is, whenever it is you have enough. I don't know what enough means to you. I can't tell. Only you do. Whatever you think that quantity in Ace of Pentacles is quantity is. And then you're like, I will totally move forward. When something either presents itself as a better option in love, work, or both. Because I have both exquisite, beautiful love here, but it is the Chariot, forward momentum, and the real world offer, the Ace of Pentacles. So the outcome is like, Page of Pentacles. This is small. This is tic-tac. This is nothing to me. It's the smallest seed of an idea. So your idea is that I'm going to invest in bigger concepts and then I can move my life forward. I don't know. And I hope that that's true for you. I do. But I don't know what it's going to take for you to get there. But you seem to think that Ace of Pentacles will come along and save me. New opportunity, work, love, or both. I don't recommend that because that implies you're waiting. Are you the one that's actually actively seeking your Ace of Pentacles, or are you hoping it's going to fall in your lap? Because there's a big difference. But you say that you have some sort of plan here, even though you refuse to make a decision. Do you see why it's a contradiction? It's kind of like magical thinking, honey. I want to get away from this. I do. It does not bring out the best in me. This is not what I want. I can't really admit that to myself. I want to think about it a little bit, but I'm not going to take it too seriously. Four of Pentacles. Your outcome has a proposition of great things to come based on a page. So how seriously are you taking that? I need one more. Show me one more, please. Another fucking page. Another page. I got 2 pages. There's a rough, and I mean rough, bare bottom sketch. Like lowest level sketch of an idea here between 2 pages. So I do believe that the person's you're still talking with them and there's still an influence here. You're both roughly communicating the same thing. Either new opportunity will set us free, whatever that new opportunity is to you, and then we can move forward in our goals. We can literally get out of here, or we make enough money to free ourselves. And I don't know. But I got 2 pages knocking around the same idea. And I hope that that's the case. I don't mean to sound so downtrodden, honey, but your outcome is a proposition, not actuality. And I know that because of the surrounding cards that preceded it. I've seen where you've come from. I've seen where you're going. I see where you could potentially go. Your sense of freedom and justification and standing in your karmic balance, in peace and in harmony with yourself. It's beautiful. That's what I want for you. And you're like, yeah, I want that too. But it's on these conditions. Meanwhile, you're not trying to look at anything seriously. You say it's too hard, and I do believe you, it is hard. I absolutely agree with you. I can see how hard it is. But you're still holding back. You're not taking your fears seriously. You're not taking your thoughts seriously. And the best parts of you are still not being allowed to shine. So no, I'm having a hard time with that outcome because it's resting on pages. It's more like a proposition or a hypothetical. And I do hope it comes true for you, but it really needs more work than pages in order for that to happen. I see you over here manifesting something smoother in your work environment. You wish it was easier to collect the coin. You wish it was easier to balance up. You wish you didn't have to be so defensive and on edge. I know. But as I say all the time, wishing is easy, wanting is easy. Want, 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 want. Everybody wants. Wants are easy. It's making it happen. That's the hard thing. You're someone who has a lot of potential in you. But in terms of happiness, thriving in your emotions, not just in your environment, for which for some reason you've identified as very straining and difficult, and something that you say you're not attached to anyway, but you can't leave it. Or that you will if the conditions are right. I don't know what those are, and I don't know what you're doing to achieve those conditions. Because you're telling me you're still refusing to think, and that you're still refusing or refraining from action. So I don't know. The world you have 3 ending cards just under your underline. And breaking away from possibly a bad connection is one of them. Yep. 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, the world, a connection here that you find strenuous, difficult. The truth is that you could be working on your Pentacles in a much easier way, in a more efficient way, in a smoother way. Ay, ay, ay. Pisces. Look, I'm going to say this again. I have to repeat myself. I have to, because people forget and they get pissed off, you know, in their emotions. They allow their anger to take over, and then they forget the fundamental principles of collective tarot reading. Okay? So again, if it's not your message, don't take it. And here's the other one that I spout all the time. I'm always on your side. Always. Because I want what's best for you, and I can see your best, honey, and it fucking kills me. You can feel your best too. You want to ignore it and adopt a persona that's not yours. But it has helped you achieve some level of success, I grant you. But you are not thriving where it principally matters. So I want what's best for you, not what's worst. And I am always on your side. Especially during difficult readings. That's when I'm on your side the most. And that's when I'm the firm with the collective the most. Is because I want what's your best, not what's your worst. You already have a taste of worst. So you already know where that road goes. Why don't you try the other side? You've thought about it 1,000 times already. Just leave it behind, leave it behind, leave it behind. You seem to think when it's time to leave this behind, this magical opportunity, whatever this is to you, enough money, a new opportunity that just kind of presents itself, I don't know. You seem to think this person comes with you. And yet in your environment, I don't think you want that either. Cross watchers, go ahead and thumbs me down. Yell at me. I don't give a shit. It either resonates or it doesn't, and I'm here to do my job regardless of what you think. So, there you go. If you take offense to it, that's your choice. Like I said, it either applies to you or don't. And that applies to the collective as well as its cross watchers. And you have a fair amount of them, Pisces. A fair amount. Let me tell you. Critical timelines, please. Let's just cut the bullshit. If there was a window for the Six of Swords, if there was an advantage, if there was an advantage to the Six of Swords, when might that be? When might the timing be for the Six of Swords? An advantage, please. September. The sooner the better. Ace of Swords. Shit. Judgment. Why? Why Judgment? Ace of Pentacles, the Fool. You have the potential of another calling. So that Ace of Pentacles is legit. I'll give you that. The Ace of Pentacles is legit. However, I got pages surrounding it. So whatever that legit thing is, it is a real opportunity. But you're not putting enough into it. And it is a calling. One that will allow you to go into it with a freshness of spirit. The Fool. Something that you can be proud of. Not so inhibited by, uptight by, angry by, but legitimately carefree, happy even. But it's a judgment call. You have to choose it. It might come crashing in on you, but I don't think so. This Ace of Pentacles tells me, and because your outcome is marking it, that it has potential to be yours. But you have to put more of yourself into it. Because that's where your spirit's kind of inclined to go anyway. So yes, if you well and truly believe monetary success is part of your thriving package, there is something around you that you can gravitate towards that allows you to be the opposite of the energy you're in, which is burdened, strained, defensive, angry, tired. Don't question me. Whereas over here, there's something here you could potentially develop that you would gravitate towards naturally. Some of your Six of Swords window is coming up. September. To leave behind whatever it is that needs leaving behind. And you could have a very strong new calling. One that you actually feel free in, but also has real world value, but it requires more work, honey. It's interesting. This is what was interesting to me, because typically in tarot we see this level of energy fragmentation, delusion, I don't want to deal with it, I got a lot of potential, but it's not really going in the right ways, Christina. Typically, I don't see something fortuitous or advantageous in the outcome. Typically, the outcome reflects what we see. So that tells me then, you have a very strong idea of what that Ace of Pentacles is in the future. And how well it does depends entirely of how much you put yourself into it. And it's marked by judgment, so that means it's your choice. There you go. There's something else here then, in other words. But it requires you to put more into it. but it would allow you to be free. Love, life, work, all. And that window of opportunity I asked specifically for, because good tarot readers ask questions and then they get answers. September would be a good time for you to cut whatever this is out. Leave it. Move on from it. And begin your new investment. But you're going to have to put more of yourself into it. But if you do, I tell you what, you'd feel a fuck of a lot freer. Because right now, but you're making money off of it. 3 Cups, rejoice. Why? Taking action, bringing it together. Knight of Swords to 3 Cups, taking action, bringing it together. That page, that same page, honey, that same page, taking action to bring this together. Plant the seed and moving forward. 6 of Swords. Yeah. Taking action and bringing something together or cutting it out, regardless. Start investing and moving on. You can either move swiftly to bring something together or move swiftly to cut it out. Stop bringing something together. Plant that seed, the Page of Pentacles, and it gets bigger as you move away. 6 of Swords. That's an open interpretation. I'd have to clarify that, and we've already... Dear, oh dear. We've done enough. I've given you more than enough to work with. And like I said, it's very simple. This is what we're looking for. And I'm telling you, in this little story, honey, you are your own rescuer. Fucking telling you. You have choice in this. It's one of the things you don't want to look at, but you do. Okay. 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 Is there something in here? Okay, Kipper. You choose your own pathway. Scorpio got these same cards and it was in the positive. And it had to do with their love energy. For you, there is a new pathway in the distant horizon, and it's already been discussed here. There is a new pathway. You have an alternative path. I know you do. It just requires you, but you're terrified of poverty. You're terrified of not having money. You're terrified of not being broke. So you kind of stuck yourself into something that you make money off of, but it stresses you out. It makes you defensive. It makes you angry. But also there's a relationship element here too that's weighing in on this. I fucking told you. What did I just say? What did I just say? What did I just say? There is someone else in here that's weighing in on this. False person. Could literally be Capricorn. I'm not trying to rip on Capricorn. It's just with the devil energy we have that for some of you. And then for some of you, it could be Virgo as 8. 8 is their season. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Their season begins August 22nd, excuse me. So it could be that you're dealing with Virgo, or we're talking about substantial energy shifting around Virgo season, which we are entering in and would lead you into September. Regardless, false person is the name of the game. And I saw that back here with the 5 of Swords. Somebody lies to themselves about their relationship energy with you, why they're in this, or helping or not helping, or I don't know what the fuck. Okay? I just know it's an influence. And they might feed into the worst fears regarding poverty and not having money. There, I said it. Let's see. Let's see. That is the main female. I don't know who that is. That's either you or the person you're connected to. The 28th might be important to some of you. I don't know why. Journey, transition, 6 of Swords, moving on. For some of you, October. There's something else. There's something else. There's a difference between reading cards and having intuition. I have both. I know when to push, and I know when to stop. Show me what else, please. Hidden emotions. No shit. right there. Two of Pentacles, the Moon, hidden emotions, the shit you don't want to look at, because if you did, you would know the truth of this situation. It's no bueno. You've been wanting to leave it for some time. You've thought about it, you've fantasized about it, sneaking away. You need to heal old wounds. You need to heal old wounds, whatever that is to you. Healing old wounds. In other words, what set you up for this pathway that allowed you to accept it? What has caused that kind of pain in your heart that you turned it into a strength? The sadness, the fear. Healing old wounds. People who do not heal their wounds have a tendency to accept things that are not for them. As I was telling Taurus, what we accept is a reflection of our wounds. Unexpected message, expected incoming message. Don't know who, don't know why, don't know what it's about. But there's something coming in down the pipeline, unexpected message. Okay? I don't know what it's about. Family problems coming up. Unexpected message, family problems, issue, drama, concerns. I don't know. But it's coming from within the family. There is an unexpected message. Okay. Take a risk, and by that I mean the full energy, positive. And it's a natural gravity to that Ace of Pentacles, which you know exists. Despite this quagmire, you could put more of it in it that is positive. But I've already talked about that. Okay. Glasses. Big masculine glasses. Yeah. Confirmation for some of you. Capricorn, like I said, you could be dealing with Capricorn. You might have some, talk about that. Speak of the devil, Capricorn and Taurus. I've mentioned both of them. So you might be dealing with either one of them. You might have some very strong placements in your chart. P, Y, big star, Aquarian energy. Y, hot air balloon, okay? Rising above and getting a higher perspective from a higher frame of existence so you can pull back and see what the hell's going on, okay? That's the advantage of being that high in the sky. You can look down and see with perfect clarity, oh, that's what this is. Because when you're in it, you can't see it. But when you pull back from it, you can. You understand? Okay. You ever notice that? There's a hot air balloon in this card too. You need a higher frame of reference. You need to pull back. Look at things in the long term. You. Cloud. That's so funny. The arrow of Sag through the clouds. Rays through the clouds. Yes, you do. You do have a ray of hope. I've seen it. Ace of Pentacles. And it represents the opposite of what you're in. You have the potential for something solid and legit, and you know it, and you have to put more of yourself into it, and it would free your spirit. So yes, there is a silver lining in this, a ray of hope through the clouds. But you have to be willing to see it and leave other things behind. Okay, that's enough. Pisces, put in the comments as you see fit. This was a real one. I've seen harder. Trust me. I have. And I will. This one was quite vague as well as specific at the same time. I'll check on you in a couple of weeks, see how you're doing. I hope to see changes. I think you do too. Take care. Be well.